no. I said I'd go this morning, so we're going this morning. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. Welcome to Tuesday. We are not on Monday today because Monday was spent travelling home from Porto, where we were for my friend's hen do. It was such a good weekend, and Porto is just so lovely. Like, it's so one of the girls described it as like gothic looking, and that's exactly what it is. It's such a kind of unique little city. So yeah, we were there on the weekend, and I'm just so tired. Like, the tiredness is the biggest thing for me. But anyway, no one wants to hear about how tired I am. I was gonna put some like clips in to show you Porto because it is just so beautiful. It just went by too fast, which I know is what you want, because obviously you don't want it to be dragging, or that's not a good sign. But it just went by so fast, and it was such a as bridesmaids, we started talking about this hen do last April, kind of March time. So for it now to just be like done is like, oh. But we have got her home hen still to plan, which is nice. So it's not completely over yet. But yeah, it was just really beautiful, really lovely. So back to it. Week 9 of marathon training. So I think are we over halfway? I can't work it out. Potentially over halfway. Maybe not even halfway yet. We might not be actually halfway. So this week I've got a 5-mile run, an 8-mile run, and a 16-mile run, which will be my longest run yet. But I'm doing that on the Saturday, and then we're going out for a Chinese because it's Josh's birthday on Thursday. So we're celebrating his birthday with my family on Saturday. So that'll be lovely. That'll be my motivation to get through that run. And yeah, I was going to do my 5-mile today. You know, when you can just feel like a bit of a sore throat, and I'm really hoping that it's just where I'm a bit tired and it's not something I've picked up on like the flight, because I will be so angry. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Try my hardest to get out on that 5-mile run. I mean, I don't really have any other option if I want to run on Saturday. I kind of need to run today and then run Thursday, so then I can do my long run on the Saturday. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Tuesday. I'll check in with you when I eventually make it out for my run later on. Boy. Lexi, what's this? You're a good boy. 5 miles steady. I don't know why I sang that. 5 miles steady, done. First run back after the hen do, done. But do you know, I say that, and I ran on Friday, so really I only had 3 days off running, which isn't like I've had 3 days off running in a normal week. So it's not really that big of an achievement, but it feels good to be like back in my routine. Because you know, when you go away, obviously you're eating differently. Like, the biggest thing for me was I wasn't drinking enough water, and I really felt it. So like yesterday and then today, being kind of back into the swing of things a little bit. And yeah, running with Max, despite the fact that he kind of drags me along, it's so healing. Like, I can't explain it. I just love it so much. that's the one time that I'm comfortable just running, not with any headphones, like I'm just kind of existing with him in that moment. So yeah, really, really grateful, and just, yeah, what a life to be able to go on a run with your dog. Certainly makes marathon training that little bit better. So yeah, I think he's pretty pooped. You pooped? Yeah, let's go home. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. I am up a lot earlier than I was yesterday, that's for sure. Just gonna go to the gym now. I haven't actually been to the gym I didn't, the last time I went was before the Chepstow half, because just, my god, the week after that, like after the Chepstow half, my body just was so achy and so fatigued. So I just didn't push it, because I just don't. My priority is the running and then resting, and the strength training is a bonus, but there's kind of a bit of a fine line when training not to overdo it and like over fatigue yourself. So yeah, the strength training is a bonus, but I did do some stretches instead, so it'll be nice to go back into the kind of proper routine this week. So yeah, I am tired. I'm really looking forward to the brighter mornings, because I just need it. I need that motivation. Because whilst it's still dark outside, I'm just like, I was even laying there this morning, I was thinking, I could just go on my lunch break, I could go after work. Like, I was awake, but I was like, I could just go out on my lunch break, I could go after work. And it's like, no, I said I'd go this morning, so we're going this morning. So we're just out on our little lunchtime walk. I don't know how I look, I can't really see, but I don't think it's great. That's fine. Max has lost his dummy. He does this thing where he'll drop it somewhere and then he'll run off in the other direction. I think it's like a game to him, but he won't drop it for us to throw it. He just likes to run and carry it and then run and hide it somewhere. So we have lost like countless toys. But yeah, just on a little lunchtime walk. I was going to do it after work, but you know what, it feels really refreshing to just get out in the middle of the day. And also at the minute you are kind of rushing to get out before the sun goes down. Where is it? He's looking at me like I should know where it is. I don't know where it is. Where is it? I don't know what you've done with it. But yeah, I was saying this morning, like, I was kind of just thinking to myself, like, what is getting me through marathon training at the minute? And you know, I think the biggest thing is, and like a year ago I probably wouldn't have been in this mindset, but just realising how lucky I am to have my health. Like, it's something, I think it's one of those things, isn't it, that you take for granted until it's taken away from you. What have you done with it, Maxie? And you don't kind of appreciate it because you've always had it. And I'm not unwell, obviously. I think just seeing, I guess, on social media, like, you know, people's illnesses and the things that happen to people, people kind of dying at young ages and stuff, and it's just like, I'm really blessed to have my health, and I don't know how my life's going to pan out without sounding weird, but like right now, being able to train for a marathon, being able to run long distances, being able to run faster than I was before, it's a huge blessing. I think he's found his toy. Yeah, it's just, I think just sometimes that mentality shift for the runs that you don't want to do, and I have plenty of them. Like last week I had a run that I just hated every single second of it, and it's not, you know, in those moments I'm not thinking, oh come on, like you're so lucky to have your health, but when you drill that into your head, it's like you are really lucky to have your health to be able to run. It's something that we take for granted and we think like, why am I putting myself through this? But then on the other hand, we're very blessed to be able to train for races, to run, to, you know, get out for a lunchtime walk. Like, I'm very, very, very lucky. So yeah, that's my words of Wednesday words of wisdom for you. Welcome to Thursday. I don't know why, like, welcome to Tuesday seems to be ingrained in my brain. I don't really know why, but welcome to Thursday. It's Josh's birthday today. He's 31. So I've got my 8-mile steady run, which I'll do on my lunch break today, and then we're off out for a meal later, which will be lovely. But yeah, other than that, nothing to report on today. It's frosty, it's chilly, that's a little weather update for you. But yeah, I just feel like this week, like I keep saying the weeks are flying by, but honestly this week is also just flying by, because I just feel like I get a run done and then I'm kind of focusing on the next run, and then I get that run done and then I'm focusing on the next one. Like, before I know, like next week is week 10 of marathon training. I don't want to wish my life away, but like it's just nuts how quickly the time goes. I was kind of dreading getting into marathon training, but I'm weirdly like enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I'd be hating every single second of it, but I'm actually quite fascinated by how your body can adapt to things and like what your body is capable of, what you can kind of build up to with the right training and fueling and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's today's plan. Josh's birthday is the main event, but I will get my 8-mile steady run done on my lunch break today and hope that it doesn't rain. Although it doesn't matter because I need to wash my hair today anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, it's, just as I kind of thought, oh yeah, spring is coming, it's gone very frosty. So I think I'll have to layer up for today's run. I just want to know, is it too soon for the sunglasses? It's sunny outside. I've got to protect my eyes. I'm just manifesting the spring. I'm like, please, come now. I'm sick of the cold. But no, it is genuinely really sunny, so I am going to wear my sunglasses because otherwise I might get blinded by the sun. Yeah, let's go and run 8 miles steady. 2 to go. Final mile. Eight miles steady, done, with a hill finish. One more run to go. 16 miles on Saturday. What am I doing? What am I doing? So I'm just getting ready because we are going out for food for Joshua's birthday. Going to like a steakhouse place just down the road, more or less, in a cute little village. So yeah, I was saying to my friend that run that I did, like, it's weird because I feel like when I look at the stats afterwards and like my pacing, I'm like, oh, I didn't think I was running that fast or like that pace, but I don't know if that's where I'm just getting used to running a quicker pace, like being able to run a quicker pace when that pace used to be really hard to get to in the past. I don't know if that makes any sense. But the thing I was saying to my friend was about my legs feeling heavy, and she was like, yeah, get used to it. So, because I was kind of thinking like, is it because I went to the gym yesterday? Is it this? Is it that? But no, I think from all accounts it's just part and parcel of marathon training. So yeah, because I think she said your legs don't basically get enough recovery in between your runs. That's just the way it is. But it's always like, I always get a bit nervy before, and I couldn't tell you why, honestly. I build it up so much. I think it's because I have time to think about it. I also think when I do the long runs on a Saturday, I have the time. I mean, that isn't a long run, but the mentality is different because it's like I can just rot on the sofa for a good few hours at least. Apart from recently, I have been having plans, and I've got plans on Saturday. We're going for a Chinese for Josh's birthday to celebrate with my family. So yeah, but it felt good. As I said, it's always like a nice surprise when I look at the pace I was running, and it feels a lot quicker than I thought I was going. I also saw my unofficial coach, as I call him. I mean, he is just my coach, really, but he's not officially. But anyway, I basically don't want to make myself sound like I'm very proper with my training, because I just got very lucky that I've got someone helping me out. Anyway, I bumped into him right at the start of my run. I was like, oh no, I thought he was going to make me run with him. But he didn't. So that was quite funny. But yeah, I've got tomorrow, I'll probably pop to the gym in the morning, but we've got a funeral tomorrow, so obviously I won't be filming during the day, and I imagine it'll be quite a draining and tiring day as well. So yeah, then I've got 16 miles on Saturday, which I'm doing part of it with Zoe and Claire, bless them. They're supporting me with that. And it honestly breaks the run down so much when you're not doing it on your own. It really, really helps. It just makes the miles go a lot quicker. It kind of makes it fun because it's like you're catching up with friends a bit and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to it, because am I looking forward to a 16-mile run? But it'll be interesting anyway. Okay, I need to do Josh's cake. I think he's watching the dance. Happy birthday to Welcome to Saturday. Is that? That's fine. 16 miles. Easy pace on the plan today. Run 3 of 3 though, so, and then we're going for a Chinese after. Like, that is literally my motivation. We're going for a Chinese after. That's all I'm going to be thinking about on this run. So, luckily I'm only doing 6 miles of it on my own, and then I'm meeting Claire and Zoe, and they're going to run with me then for the last 10 miles. So I survived 15 on my own, so I can do it. I'm going to have company this time, so no excuses. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. But it's only 1 mile more than what I've done. So that's what I need to remember. Just found these, which I think was from a race last year. Anyway, yeah, 16 miles easy. Let's go. We're moving. 3 out of 16 done. 3 more and then I'll be with Claire and Zoe. 16 miles done. My longest run yet. Done. Was very hard actually. Like, mentally I just was not feeling it any of the way round, but that's why it really helped having Zoe and Claire there just to keep me going. So I'm gonna have a long bath now. We're going for going out for Chinese this evening, and I'm so excited. That is literally what's been getting me through. Knowing that I had to run 16 miles today. We booked it like a few weeks ago as well. And I remember saying, oh my god, ha ha ha, I'll be running 16 miles on that day. And then the days come around and I'm like, but we got it done. We did it. It's done. Mental. Absolutely mental. Welcome to Sunday. It's a very lazy morning this morning. They're saying that. It's 25 to 10, not too bad. But we are going to go and walk Maxie in a second, and then we're going to pasture for food to celebrate Josh's family with his family. So quite a nice Sunday planned. Feeling alright considering I did 16 miles yesterday. The biggest thing for me is my lower back. I was feeling it on the run yesterday, like my lower back. It's just very sore. And then I felt it like this morning, obviously. So I'm going to try and go and see, I think he's like a sports masseuse person. So I'm going to inquire about that tomorrow. Try and just get in for like a good, I feel like I almost need like an MOT, but like a massage. So yeah, the joys of marathon training though, isn't it? So take Maxie out in a second and then go for some nice food. Like my perfect weekend revolves around food. And I'm really enjoying getting my long run done on the Saturday, because then I feel like I don't need to worry about like my eating or like there's so many, we were saying this yesterday on the run, there's so many factors that go into a run, like, you know, the day before you've got to make sure that you're drinking enough water, that you're eating the right foods, that you're not eating foods that can give you a nicky belly. I don't know what that noise is. So yeah, it's nice to get it done Saturday morning, and then the rest of the weekend you've got like that sense of accomplishment. You don't have to worry. You can have a little lie-in on the Sunday. Too fast.
I'm gonna get you. No meant to fill in here, stretched out.
No, it's not.
Oh, your knee's bad, isn't it?
Oh.
We'll go in there. Put nice in there.
So it's the end. Oh. The end of another week. The end of another week of marathon training. Next week we move on to, well, tomorrow is week 10 of marathon training. And I think, how long did it I've got it on my app how long, it is until the marathon. And it is 11 weeks. So after next week, I'll be halfway, which is nuts. But I just wanted to finish up the vlog as we always do. So going through the highs and lows of the week, and there's really no lows for me this week, because even the 16-mile run that I did that was hard, and mentally I just went the whole way around like questioning my capability, not enjoying it, my back was sore. I felt so good after getting it done. It was a huge sense of accomplishment. I felt very grateful to, have been able to complete it. The fact that Claire and Zoe were with me for the last 10 miles was a major help, and I was really grateful for that. So that kind of outweighed the struggle of it, but I feel like that's always the case. When you're with these runs, even when they feel tough, you finish it and you just feel so good, no matter like what. And at the end of the day, like, that's the longest I've ran ever. It's 3 miles more than a half marathon. Half marathon I've done a couple of times. 15 miles I've done once. So, to get to 16 miles, I was really chuffed with. Saturday or next week, I've got 18 miles on the plan, so it kind of goes up again. But as Zoe said, it's only 2 extra. And it's genuinely just the craziest process, because what I'm learning is just you don't think that you're capable of any of these runs until you do them. Like, as I said yesterday, I remember when we booked the place where we went for Chinese yesterday, I remember, because I put all my long runs in the diary just to make sure that I don't, they're kind of there, and then when I'm making plans, I make sure that I'm factoring that into my plans, basically. But I remember thinking, like, oh God, like, kind of laughing it off, because it just felt so far in the future, and it just almost felt like, how am I going to get that done? But I got it done, and it felt amazing afterwards. not during. Claire and Zoe will tell you I was struggling, and I sort of set myself up to fail, really, because I mapped out a really hilly route, so that never helps. But without going into like those tiny details, the fact that I did those 16 miles I'm really chuffed with. So it's just on to the next now, but also try and not to think about the 18 miles next week. You know, I've got, I think I've got 6 and 8, I think. But anyway, like all I can do is focus on the next run, not the next long run, just the next run. Get through that, then focus on the run after that, get through that one, then focus on the run after that. And before you know it, we'll be on to week 11. So, yeah, I do feel very, 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 very blessed. I might have said this last week, but it still rings true. I feel very grateful that I'm able to be doing all this training. It's crazy what your body is capable of doing. And I know there's other amazing things that your body is capable of doing, but for me, I never thought that, I don't know how to describe it. I signed up for the marathon, and then I think there was a part of me that didn't really believe that I would actually be able to cope with the training. So then every time that I show up and do the training and complete a session, I kind of wow myself. And I don't really know how to describe that, because why would you sign up for something if you don't think you're capable of it? I don't know. But then I think that's kind of just running in a nutshell, isn't it? Or maybe life, you think, I want to do this, so you just go for it and hope for the best. But yeah, so another week of marathon training is complete. I don't know where the time is going. So this first week of February is done. But yeah, what a time to be alive. Aside from running, obviously, the low point of the week was we had a funeral on Friday, and that was really difficult. They're always, you know, sad. As much as you want to celebrate that person, it's always hard saying goodbye to people, and, you know, it's never, I wouldn't say funerals are enjoyable, but it was a nice day nevertheless. It was just, you know, funerals are what they are. They're draining, they're sad. It's hard seeing people you love be sad as well. So yeah, and then I guess I've just spoken about the high points, like that 16-mile run. Once I'd finished it was a high point, because it was like, oh, I was capable of that and I did it. You know, proving that, like, self-doubt wrong. It's like, you were wrong, I did do it. I did complete it. Struggled, but I did complete it. So yeah, another week in the bag. Another week of vlogging. We're still surviving the vlogging. That's another thing. I wasn't sure if I'd keep up, and then I wasn't sure if I'd break that promise to myself, but I kept it up, and I'm glad. Yeah. Week 10 marathon training starts next week. So I'll see you in next week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're up to, if you're training for anything, or if you're just here for fun. Because I know some of you do watch these for fun, and I say, some of my friends that don't run, I say, do you not get bored? And they're like, no. So, yeah. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.